Freedom 35, 5, 5, 5.
Dude, start the podcast.
Wow.
You recording, Gordon?
Recording, Gordon.
Well, welcome back, guys, to Freedom 35ers, a CNFT podcast, episode 4 this week. Technically episode 5, if you've been here since day one. My name's Tommy. I go by TOWMY on Twitter and Discord.
I'm TJ. I go by Lazy T on Twitter and Discord.
And I'm the other Tom, and I go by a Lavish Bear on Twitter.
Tonight, Lavish Burr down there. And together we make up Freedom 35ers. We're back again this week talking about a lot of different things inside the community, a few different things, I guess, also a little bit about what's hopping inside the CNFT community. We've gained a community mom this week. We're talking about some drop structures and some frustrations and things that the community is looking to improve on, and just our upcoming plans. We've had a busy week and have some busy weeks ahead, it looks like. So guys, from last week, I know people are going to be hearing this on a Friday, but last night we got a chance to sit down with a CNFT artist, Matias. Guys, thoughts, a little bit about that first interview for us.
I thought that went great. I mean, it was very interesting to talk to him. Today's Wednesday, so that was last night. Just getting to be introduced to him and what he does, and then the artist side of NFTs and getting into Cardano was really interesting.
Especially too to hear about his process and some of the photos that he took. I mean, it was cool to hear the different things he had to do and the time spent just to capture the perfect moment, and the other things he had to do he combined a few photos, he said, to make that one picture as well, which I thought was neat that he did that. That was really cool.
The dedication, the amount of times they would go back, or he went back for some of those pictures to get the right shot. It's wild. It's not like doing 10,000 profile picture trap at all.
No, he spent a lot of time on that Edge of Solace. Actually, after he explained that, I was looking back. I thought that was just one picture.
I did the same thing. That together. I looked at it. I was like, damn, you can't even tell that that's multiple photos in that. That was awesome.
Yeah, he was really chill. We were obviously two different mediums. We're, getting started in this world, and we're pretty much primarily introduced to like the profile pic type projects, and we're expanding our horizons, I feel like. But getting him on here was definitely cool to see a true artist perspectives who bridges his photography with the NFT world, both on the Ethereum side and now on Cardano. From what we took away from him, he knows the Cardano side is a lot more inclusive, and people seem to be supporting each other a lot better on this side compared to the Ethereum side.
100%
was a little bit of the takeaway on that. So it was definitely cool to get the chance to interview somebody, and we really appreciate them going on.
That was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
So I know that's just the start. That's the first one for us. So, I know the upcoming plans for us, we do have another one in the works, which we'll go ahead and this will probably be announced right after we go ahead and drop the episode this week. So we're really excited about that one as well. We got another CNFT vet in the space itself. So it should be a fun one for us. And outside of that, I know moving forward, we were talking about Wraith CNFT. He's always a topic over here on the F35. And dude, he's been so supportive, man. His Discord, his whole community is always, he's got an F35 day when we drop the podcast. He's shouting us out, and we go back and forth on Twitter and the Discord. So it's just cool to see a community that's building on his side interact with us over here on our side.
And I love the Wraiths too. I mean, how many do you have now, Tommy?
I think I've been doing like a Wraith mint day until he sells out. I think we're under 300 left out there, but every morning I'd wake up and do 1 or 2 mints this week to try to get the animated rare ones. And I'm just kind of like the burner account, I feel like, because I'm never getting anything rare. I just get another guy, but I did get a double cup of Joe coffee ghost this week. So I know TJ was a little jealous of that.
I was jealous because I only have the one, and it's my favorite one. That's rare to me, is the cup of Joe one. It's rare to me.
He's doing some cool stuff too, which I know I didn't talk to you guys about too much, but I want to go ahead and do a quick share screen over here just to kind of show you what he's got in the works. And let me go ahead and share this with you guys. So can you guys see the screen right now?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So check this out. So this is actually a new thing that he's doing. He's looking to build communities or little groups and of his actual race. So today he's building asking people, if you have a hockey stick, you can build your own hockey team over there. So he's asking people, where do you want the team name to be? And what city they're from. And then he's working on building you a little team of hockey guys. So if you have all hockey sticks guys, 3 of them, he's telling you to build a team. He's working on building that all together. I think you're going to send him over the dust fees and ADA, and he's just going to send those out and make those for you. And
Now,
he's working on.
Is it gonna be like a game too, or is it just he's making a squad of Wraith's hockey team?
I feel like he could go endless on possibilities, but for right now, I feel like he's making like little things. Like he was talking, I was like, so do like the Voorhees masks, the Jason mask, can I use those as hockey guys if I don't have to stick? He's like,
I mean,
maybe. He goes, maybe we'll do like a slasher squad. And then other people were doing like a big bookworm squad. You have the books, like he's going to go all, so he's really starting to, have fun in his community and really develop it. And I think I saw in the Discord, the chat itself, he was talking about how he's like fully committed to this. So like, this is what he's focused on right now. It's not like a side thing for him. Like he's fully dedicated to it. So and you can tell the amount of work that he's putting in for it. So
hook me up with the coffee gang, throw me in a cafe shop, and I'm good to go.
Little barista.
That's it.
So but Wraith is always, shout out to him. And then even bigger shout out this week, which I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys. I got my mom, it's a little backstory into this. When I was down, she had finally set up her ADA wallet. We've been talking about this for a long time. She got her Yoroi, and I was like, Mom, you need to get an NFT. She's like, well, what do I buy? And I'm like, I have the perfect community and the perfect one for you. Let me go ahead. And I had her mint a Wraith. And she minted one, and it came back, and I think it was a red guy with like the American pants on and like a celebration drink. And she's like, oh, it's so cool. What do I do with it? I'm like, Mom, just let it sit here. He's gonna be, just let him sit for right now. He's hanging out. She's like, oh man, I really wish I had a purple one. Purple's my favorite color. Like, do you think I can get one of those? I'm like, Mom, I don't even know if they have one of those. And she goes, well, can you ask him? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. So I was just mentioning it in the chat, and Wraith, just being the nice guy he goes, no worries, man, I got you. I'll hook you up. And literally the next day, went ahead and actually made an actual NFT for my mom, and has dubbed her now the community mom of the Wraith CNFT. And tonight I actually gave her a call, and I wanted to go ahead and share with everybody a quick little video of her actual reaction to seeing this. So let me know if you guys can see this real quick.
Yeah, I'm ready, because you've been hiding this from us, making us wait.
So you ready for it? It's going to be a couple minutes long, but it's fun. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and play it right now.
Can you see me?
I can see you, Mom.
I can see you too, Tom.
Is this the first time you've ever been on a Zoom call?
In a picture, yeah. I always just go on the phone.
Well, what I wanted to, Joe, remember how earlier in the week I was telling you that there was we were going to go ahead and get you your first NFT, and you have been dubbed the community mom now to the Wraith. That's the NFT that you own.
Right.
Well, he went ahead and did something kind of cool for you. So if you give it maybe a few seconds here, I went ahead and actually, that's why I made you pull up your wallet.
I'm not finding that after we did all this.
No, just leave it then. That's fine. We can, I'll go ahead and do a screen share then in the meantime, until that actually sends out. But I wanted to go ahead and show it to you live here on stream. So, and get your reaction to seeing what it actually looks like.
God.
So you ready for this thing? Remember how you said you wanted a purple one?
Right.
All right. Well, the guy Wraith, he actually made you one, a custom one. Nobody else has this, and nobody else ever will have this, because you are the official community mom now.
That's so cool.
So here you go. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Can you see?
Hold on.
Oh, nope.
Press escape to double click. What is that? Get that out of there.
Of course.
Oh, wow.
Can you see it?
I can see it now. Yeah.
Look at that. So you have a purple,
so
purple
cute.
little Wraith, and he gave you a little purple heart right here.
Like a ghost.
Yeah, that's what his thing is. But if you look right here, look into that, at CNFT, presented with love to our community mom.
Oh, that's so cool. See, I should have put
sick.
my name as Mom instead of Karen.
That's okay. Everybody will know your name's Karen, but you're not a Karen.
I love him.
So if you take a look here, he should be popping up into your pool PM here soon. So you have your official own NFT.
I have the pool thing. I have that up.
So I don't.
Or regular computer.
No, I
The
have
other
it
Mac.
on here. I put it on.
It's okay.
I'm doing on there.
It's okay. So
There.
I don't know if you want to
Oh,
pull that up or
that's
not.
nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I hope I just wanted to show that, and we're gonna go ahead and I think
Because
maybe
you're sharing your screen. I can't pull it up.
I just told
Please
it's okay.
stop.
you to do it.
No,
It's-
he wants it on here.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. I just wanted to go ahead and show you.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
fantastic.
Helen, thank you very much. I love it. And that was so nice.
Of course, I'll go ahead and let them know, and then maybe we'll get you on a Discord one day, and we'll have you jump in there and say hi to everybody.
Okay.
Can you see my screen one more time still? Look at this. So we've actually got his Discord up right now, and look at that. We had a thing on there. We've got a mom. So
That's so cool.
yeah. So all right. Well, that's their Wraith, and it should be in your wallet sitting here soon. So I just wanted to give you a call and show that to you on stream.
That is so cool. Thank you.
Of course. So yeah, that was the video.
That's so dope.
She goes, "No, everybody's gonna know my name's Karen." And I'm like, "Mom, it's cool. You're a Karen, but you're not a Karen." She was just laughing. But dude, yeah, she afterwards she was looking at, just get to my wallet. I see it right now. It looks so cool. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so thankful." And I was like, "I'm gonna definitely set her up. I think when we go down for Thanksgiving with a Discord and make her little Twitter." And get her maybe to come in to the community mom. So just dude, that's the power of this community just in general right now with these NFTs, like Jason was alluding to when we did our sit down yesterday, is just how inclusive the community is and supportive. And to see him, well, he doesn't know me outside of this, this space right here. And for him to do something like that and just kind of, that's awesome. And it's really cool to be a part of his community right now. So shout out to him, man.
Do you have your pool up there as well? I was going to say you should pull up that double coffee cup guy. I think you actually might have shared him last week, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I think they're doing they're doing a showcase, I think, for a lot of them in his Discord. So if people want to go ahead and I know we talk about him every week, but if you are not in CNFT's Discord, man, go over there and hang out. The guy's awesome. The community's awesome. And there's some good people over that way. So outside of that, guys, what's hopping?
What's hopping?
Brand new whip just hopped in. Tom, I don't know. I know this happened. We recorded last week a little early because Tom, you were out of town. So we recorded on a Tuesday night last week, and it just so happened the community decided they wanted to hop off on Wednesday, the following day we normally get on there. And the Discord, it was one of the most engaging things I've been in. And if there was anybody, they were inside of the HappyHoppers Discord inside of the chat, and the chat had a 2-minute timer window on it, and everybody was trying to rank up their XP to level 5 to become a hopper status to get into the whitelist for HappyHoppers. TJ, me and you participated in that, and I know Tom, you didn't get a chance to. What was your experience, man? That was so much fun.
I mean, I really enjoyed that. It was like you said, it was hopping. Dude. I just loved all the funny comments everyone was saying. I think I saw one. It was like, I won't be back for another 2 minutes, but I will respond to you.
Right.
Because there's that 2-minute timer.
Oh, 100%.
I think you and I both were going back trying to think of something witty to say.
Every time.
Literally
every time right now. But I wanted to go ahead and we keep talking about screen sharing and stuff like this. Tom, I know you didn't get a chance to jump in there, but
I wasn't there. You don't remember that? That was the night because we were finishing up the editing. I just didn't get as far as you. I just kind of accepted defeat with the 2-minute, what was it? The Emperor Hop Lord, whatever his name was. It was
the Hot Pot.
Okay, yeah, Hot Pot, whatever.
Emperor Lord.
Because he was just shutting us down so hard, especially with just a timer, and I knew I had to go away, and I just wasn't gonna be able to grind it out. But I was definitely chilling in there with you guys watching that, because you guys kind of jumped in just because of you're like, yeah, I recognize quite a few of these names in this Discord here, and I just kept adding on and on until, I think
TJ
show something even.
Well, wasn't it TJ? You said something like, "Hey, there's a video or something on Twitter." One of us mentioned it, and there was a video. I was scrolling through, or TJ mentioned it. Somebody, and I just saw a guy, and it's like the HappyHoppers Discord right now, and it was just boom, 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 and this guy's video, and I was like, okay, I jumped in. And then I was like, yo, come over here right now. And of course, who was our favorite guy over there was Eltano. Eltano was in there, and he was just cap locked out. And me and him just started trading off. And then TJ jumped into the mix, and we were just every 2 minutes I'd catch you back on the rebound. It was just every channel, you know, you had to go ahead and just try to get your rank up. We were in like the memes, we were in the suggestions, the scam thing. I was like, is it a scam to go ahead and rank up your XP in this this channel?
Well, before Eltano posted like he was getting yelled at for doing caps lock, I told you, Tom, I was like, oh no, the Hopper bot just like messaged me saying you're sending too many caps in your messages. I was like, I need to stop doing that. And then Eltano posts a picture, so he's just doing one word caps lock sentences in a sense. It was funny.
Didn't you repost this whole thing? Like what he got blocked from saying? Didn't you go ahead and just like you snuck it in somehow or something?
Eltano messaged me on the side as we're in between our 2 minute time window on that. And he goes, yo, LMAO, I just got banned, or I just got yelled at by the hot bot. I can't type any more than one text because he was in all caps. He's like, my man, he doesn't know about my Nokia. Like, I can't do anything about this. And so he messaged me on the side. So his thing, he's like, I tried to type hop, hop, hop in the hop chord. Like that was what he tried to type, and it banned him from that. So he was just typing one character the whole time. So I snuck it in there. I was like Eltano on a reply. I was like hop, hop, hop in the hop chord, and then I put in parentheses hop bot. Please don't ban me. And he just started dying. But like literally everybody, it just was funny because like the first like maybe 20 minutes, it was just like people that you saw like kind of throughout the community you knew, and then by the end of it, like by the end of that night, TJ, I think everybody like that was in the CNFT world was like in that Discord.
We were literally grinding that for legit 2 hours. We were like, how do we get more XP? We kept checking like the XP verification or
whatever it was. Rank.
Yeah. And I was like, how do I get more XP? I'm like, I'm playing a video game right now, trying to get more XP to level up to get the Hopper Lounge.
I was gonna ask how late you guys stayed up because I got off. I had to get off for that because I had to leave the next day.
I finally got it right before midnight, but I hung out for another 10-20 minutes because Tommy was still hopping.
Dude, I was hopping up until like it was probably 1 a.m. for me, but I wanted to share my screen because I put a tweet out in the middle of all that while we were talking about it. And I put literally the entire CNFT community right now in the HappyHoppers chat. And some guy posted it. He goes, imagine grinding messages in an online forum just to buy a virtual picture of a frog. I love the feature.
I do too. It's awesome.
And that was 100%. Everybody was just grinding in every single channel. It was so much fun. And the funny thing about the actual HappyHoppers themselves is that, dude, their stuff is legit. Like their artwork, they have a lot of big community members in there as well. One of my favorite artists that did some of the work for the Fidukin's 10K tribute, and he's done he did stuff for the Buffy bot on the Legacy Pass for CNFTCon recently. But Udin, his artwork, man, it is awesome for these frogs. And now you also have him doing all this community stuff. Like they're asking for the community to do different variations of the actual hoppers. Right now, this guy has like a Charmander one.
That's a great one. That Charmander one is fantastic.
The Mandalorian, like all these different.
That one is solid too. That's quality. Wow.
Look, all these people are doing different variations of all these different things, and so their community is super engaging. And it's just someone did a Spacebudz version of the hoppers. So they're a super fun community, and even now to this day, I guarantee you, if I was to pull up that chat right now and just scroll through to the hop cord and go into the general chat, people are just still hammering out. Several people are typing still.
What level did you guys get to?
400. So I ended up getting to 5. TJ got to 5 as well, right?
Yeah.
And that was it. That enabled us to get into the Hopper Lounge right here. So we are whitelisted on that. But even before that, there's a pre-sale that they ended up cutting off for the what do they call them? Like the sneaky swimmers. I think they're what they're called. The swimmers right here. And these are like the tadpole versions of these prior to the actual drop themselves. So this is still going to be announced as well.
Sick.
But they cut that off. And then the only other way to get that rank up there was to go ahead and boost the actual server itself. But they ended up even cutting that off for early access boosting because people didn't want to grind out the 5 ranks or whatever and spend the hours. So they were just boosting the server for Nitro to get into that role, to get into the whitelist. But yeah, it was crazy.
I did see one of their tweets about that. I don't remember the numbers now. I wish I did, because it was just like, okay, it's been like 2 hours and we have this many people in our Discord and like 300 people boosting it already.
Yeah, it got crazy in there. And you can see some of the team over, right, or the people that are in this Discord, Fidukin, Fettuccini. And then our boy Eltano, I don't know how he messaged me on the side too. He was like, yo, I was like, I don't know what happened to you, man, but you got promoted to police hopper. He's like, one day, dude, I'm telling you, if you need a community hype, man, Eltano's your guy, man. He finds a way to make stuff fun inside those chats. So the HappyHoppers, they're definitely a launch I know where I'm looking forward to right now. I'm not sure when exactly that pre-sale is going to come, but it looks like to be at least 40 ADA from what I'm looking at of this for the early hoppers. And then
Definitely
outside of
worth
that, it's definitely going to sell out. I can tell you that probably just,
Oh,
just
yeah.
based on the hype itself. And the artwork is there with Udin. Like I said, his drops are I love his artwork. And another thing we just saw, which we can maybe segue a little bit into, was the Angel Baby Hit Squad. I just partnered up. HappyHoppers is another one of the official airdroppers on Angel Baby Hit Squad, which is the project that's minting on Ethereum, run by Fettuccini, that's paying out airdrops in Cardano to kind of bridge the two communities together.
I think it's the last. Like I think there's 13 total, and that's going to be the 13th or something like that. Yeah, I don't know if they're in order on their Discord. I know that was the last one announced, and then on the roadmap it has 13 total, I think.
Yeah, I wanted to say since we were in here talking about it. So speaking of, Jason Matias that we had spoken to last night on a sit down, he actually mentioned that he is going to be the first airdrop for Cardano, official airdrop for them on there. And dude, there are so many high quality names inside the Cardano community on for the Angel Baby Hit Squad themselves. You got Chatty Nassar, Gloose, Hype, Mr. Intangible, Yummy Universe, With Spaces, Spacebudz, Claymates, Beyond Rockets, Bizarre Stars, Joseph Miranda, aeoniumsky, and now HappyHoppers. So like these are legit big name projects for Angel Baby. So I know guys, we wanted to kind of we've been talking about this here the last couple of days as far as dude, we got to get an ETH wallet, we got to mint over on MetaMask. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I'm excited. I mean, it's a lot of stuff happening though. I know TJ, we're still debating. I don't know if you're going to get into it. I still haven't, made that. Know if I'm going to pull the trigger on something like that. I'm still using Cardano.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain to the wife. I need to, use $500 to try and get this drop that I might not get and waste on some gas fees. I mean, I want to get it. Don't get me wrong, but it's like,
well, compared to Cardano, where it's like,
yeah,
and I put this one's $110. If I don't get it, I spent 45 cents on the gas fee or the transfer fee. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, I think he was saying, Fettuccini was mentioning that I think it's 0.07 something or 07 something for the actual drop itself, the mint, but you're with gas fees expect to at least load up about 0.11 ETH in there, which I think roughly is about $520 right now currently as of this recording. So I mean, that's not like a small mint price, but that, I mean, in Ethereum, that's probably nothing, right?
Exactly. But for the drop itself, though, it's bringing people from the Ethereum side to Cardano to see and showcase the Cardano projects, and artists, I should say. And all the ones that you listed and they have there for airdrops, those are all great and quality artists and projects that are already on this side that are going to be showcasing what they have. And they're like, oh, I like the Clay, I like the Yummy, I like Jason Matias stuff. I want to buy his art. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to bring people over and just kind of, like I said, showcase what's on this side.
Well,
that's why I'm like almost have to get it because of all that, because of the people they have in that list. That's the only way I can get one of Jason's drops or pieces
be able to afford it for the
it's the only way I'm gonna get a Spacebudz. That's the only way I'm gonna get a Clay right now, at least, or have like a reasonable chance without moving stuff around. So for what the price is to get all those mixed in,
I
mean, I almost can't not get one, or at least
I think
for it.
You want to feel like involved in that part of the community too. It's like when I look back now at those inclusive like club things, and you look back at CNFT Con's legacy pass to all the legacy drops that you got, all 26 of those, like they have their own Discord now. Even taking it back to the Monroe 101s, the 101 club that I'm in, it's like these exclusive groups. But I feel like if you mint the Angel Baby Hit Squad, like you will be in that exclusive group on the Cardano side, and it's forcing that gap between like Ethereum and Cardano. Like if you want the rewards, you need to make a Cardano wallet. So they're pretty much a nice way edging everybody over to Cardano. And hopefully Fettuccini, from at least what I've seen, dude, he's been making some insane partnerships. He's been really getting himself out there. I saw when he was up at NFT week in New York, he had taken a picture with Gary Vaynerchuk off of like LinkedIn. You see him all the time, big influencer out there and just motivational speaker. So he was out there with him. What do we see today? Like Alexi Wood on Instagram, another like Instagram influencer. She has like 1.3 million followers, and she's over here promoting it. Like there's definitely going to be eyes on it. There's definitely going to be eyes on that project for sure. So, and I know they're doing a stealth drop, but Jason wouldn't give us the actual date. And I think I asked him twice. He's like, dude, stealth drop. And I'm like, yeah. So when's the release date? He's like, stealth drop. Oh my God. Okay, it's my bad, dude. Like,
Check the
Try to catch him
Yeah.
off guard.
I was
It's on the
like,
Discord,
he's
yeah.
not breaking. He's not
Yeah.
breaking, guys. All right, never mind. Cut it. You know.
Well, it's also, I mean, I know you have Ethereum. TJ, I know you did at one point. I don't know if you still have some Ethereum left over.
I turned it into Cardano. I'm not even gonna lie. I
Okay.
did.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, like this would be for me to get into Ethereum and actually get into NFTs on Ethereum, which I mean, it just makes sense to maybe give it a shot, like diversify. This is something that at least the entry point isn't like 5 ETH or like
Right.
12 ETH.
Some
And
Bored
it's a
Ape
project that
engineers.
has people from Cardano that I like and enjoying. It has project value there too. It's a good mix for me. I like it because it's good for us to get into too from the
Oh, yeah.
Cardano side, because it's got both mixed
Oh,
in.
I honestly would love to be a part and get the drop, but it's just, especially with my job and everything, it's a stealth drop. I don't know the exact time or the exact day. So it's kind of hard to plan around. It would be kind of like the Yummy drop for me, right? I just have to be luckily in my car at the time when it drops and try to snag it.
And I don't know how that works with Ethereum yet. I'm not comfortable like at all.
I feel like as
So,
long as you
yeah.
got it loaded up in your MetaMask, I think he did mention that they're gonna go ahead and put it in the Discord first for them before they put it on Twitter. So if you are a part of that Discord, you're gonna have a little bit of a heads up already, and they're gonna put a link to their website, and you're gonna be able to mint directly from the website, connect your MetaMask, and it's as simple as signing your transaction off from there, and then it goes to your wallet. So it is a lot easier. And I think in the same way that they're trying to bridge Cardano, some Ethereum to come to Cardano side, it's also going to, get people on the CNFT world to get out of their comfort zone and jump to Ethereum and start to, just support the NFT community in general, not just, I'm on this side, you're on this side, and it has to be some sort of like divide,
Right.
Well, Jason kind of inspired me some too, because he's got, of course, he's on both. Just kind of mix in, see what the other side's like, and get it mixed up a little bit, not have it all our eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Do you have it pulled up, Tommy? I don't know if you could share your screen. Have you seen the angels he's done on his page for them?
Oh yeah, I can go ahead and easily pull that up real quick. His stuff is dope. They've
I don't know if you've seen those TJ the first drop, because it's Angel Baby Hit Squad. So he has that one, he has actually a couple that are I think in that.
Yeah, so you guys see right now. So this is the one for Lexi Wood, the girl right now. So this is one of her custom ones that they're doing. But outside of that, here's another one, another Angel Baby right here.
That one's intense. I like that.
It's pretty crazy looking, right?
I like the white on the black like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what some of these are gonna look. Here's another one. Like they're like, they're like these like baby dolls almost with like an angel wings, and then they're like holding stuff, doing different things. I wish I could find, if I have it here. So Jason's is not actually an actual angel itself. He took his partner Allie. She's out there dressed with the angel wings, and she's got her own style for the airdrop itself too. So he's got his unique take on the airdrop for him, and so it's kind of cool. And I'm curious to see what everybody's like Yummies, especially like what they're all going to look like for these angel babies. But I know we had talked about it a while. Mike Tyson, they made one for him.
That's cool.
Dude, he saw it, like literally Mike Tyson, the actual
Looks
Mike
amazing.
Tyson right here.
He called out
5.6
Fettuccine, right? Yeah.
Hey, you guys, looks amazing. Thank you. And so that was pretty sick. So I'm excited for Angel Baby Hit Squad. And I think I briefly talked to Fettuccine back on one of the Twitter spaces a couple weeks ago. He did mention, he's like, yo man, if you have any questions, maybe reach out. So now that we're starting to get these sit downs set up, I maybe once he drops or does his release this week or next week, whenever it is, maybe we can get him in here to sit down and talk. That would be really cool for us.
I'd be curious to see how it does after the drop, especially, and seeing how like his response has been. I don't know if he's been on Ethereum a lot before, getting into that space and trying to pull people over. I'm curious to see if they're successful. Just because how much money is over there, how good that'd be for the space, get new people in. But then also Cardano, we got to see some things tighten up for these drops and the congestion.
What I wanted to say, because you just kind of touched on that, and we got a celebrity sitting up right here, is how about what this does for the community of Cardano just in general. Anybody else see the looks rare?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was crazy. And we'd mentioned it a little bit with Jason last night, but if anybody was not caught up on that, Claymates went ahead and made an actual clay of Snoop Dogg smoking a little blunt and just with a little trippy background of colors in the back. And just wanted to say, hey, Snoop Dogg, showing love in the NFT space, love from the Claymates. Clay Izzle looks good on you. And then everybody was kind of patiently waiting to see if Snoop Dogg was going to say anything. And then finally, he didn't say anything. All he said was, looks rare, period. And
What does that mean?
like it does look rare. It looks sick actually. And Joel Madden, of course, jumped on there. Mythical rarity for sure. But it's got 11,000 likes right now
Oh
on that.
wow, I didn't notice that at all. I didn't see
I
that.
didn't see that one. I didn't see 11,000.
11K likes, but it's not even that.
Good
But
for
it's
them.
like everybody who was in it wasn't. I don't care if you like clays or not. If it's not your thing, or it is in the CNFT community, everybody I feel like deep down was rooting for clays and supporting that just because of what that's going to do for the space
It
itself.
draws so much attention to this side, and I think that's what this side, not to say needs, but it's great to see a big name like Snoop Dogg, looks rare on the claymate. I think that's sick.
Yeah. So yeah, speaking of just what that does for like the community itself, and I think again we're still so early. Like even you take clays for example, they're sitting around a little sub over 1,000 ADA right now on the floor for them. You put that in Ethereum language right now, that's what a little over not even an ETH right now on that.
I think it's
That's
like
half
0.25 ETH.
0.25, yeah, literally 0.25 ETH or 0.3, whatever it is,
Yeah.
for the floor for them. Like over there, that's nothing. That's like all their projects I feel like are that. So it just shows like a big project like Clay, if it can grow and get the right attention to it, it's again, we're early in this space, man. So that's awesome. That was cool to see. And plus shout out to Clays. That looks dope, man. I was
gonna say the animation is great.
I was gonna say
Looks
that. I
really
was gonna say that animation is awesome.
right. I think what we had alluded to, I think I wrote a little joke onto our Instagram on there. Guys, why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? For drizzle. That was the only Snoop Dogg. I don't know why I remembered that, and I think I threw that on there. Speaking of that, we actually have, I don't know if I can bring it over onto this side, and I don't even know if I have it, but if we follow us now, we're starting to expand too, just us in general, right? As we start to grow, we're trying to get all over the place and just give people our content. I feel like we're at the end of the day, we like to be a little entertaining. We have a little bit of a sense of humor, and we went ahead. I think, can you guys see the screen right now?
I can still see it. Yeah, is this our Instagram?
Yeah. So we created an Instagram, and I feel like this is like our outtakes, like our cuts, like the behind the scenes to us a little bit. So we went ahead and created an Instagram. This is the content that doesn't make it on the show. You're welcome, kind of thing. And because Tom, in our group chats, you're great at editing, but sometimes you like to have fun and make little pictures and fun little memes and little things of us. If you take a look at this right now, the Freedom Bunch, like you just threw that in a group chat the other day. Like why did you even do that? Like what was the point behind that? It was so like, it was funny.
I think you had sent out actually a cutout. You sent that picture originally of the three of us for one of our screenshots or previews, and then I was just like, I don't know why this reminds me of the Brady Bunch, because it was us in a line,
right?
So I just cut it out and split it up like that. And then of course I had to add our NFTs after, because it just didn't look right, like with the actual Brady Bunch in there.
Yeah, it was hilarious. You just randomly text that in our group chat. We all started laughing, like, dude, how funny would that be? We should post that. We're like, where are we gonna put that on? And then like, we should make an Instagram. Like, we should just, we're going all in on this. So expect to see, if I'll give us a follow out on Instagram and catch us. We'll have some funny edits and some behind the scenes stuff that you don't see on the podcast, or don't see on, and we'll just go ahead and share it and link it on Twitter as well for everybody. But just wanted to kind of shout that out too. It's we like to have a little bit of fun over here and just mess around. So
I like to have fun over
here. We're just pretty chill, right?
Yeah, no, because we've been using the Twitter primarily, just kind of post about the show, retweet stuff that we like, on Twitter, engage with the community in that way. So I feel like Instagram doesn't seem like it has as much engagement as it is just sharing. So it'll be fun to share like the dumb stuff we wouldn't, we usually just share with each other, probably really just the silly stuff that we send, and then and be able to share
the video clips that you have made for us. They're funny. We haven't obviously put them out there, but we have some clips and other pictures that you've made that are, just goofing off, or just silly pictures in a sense. They're cool.
Yeah, the edits, the little fun videos that you put on there when we're like, hey man, you should edit it and do it this way when we're cutting up the video, and then you'll send like a dumb, like a little clip that like put a little cut scene in there with it. You did the Awesome Powers one on things like
Tommy's Halloween video.
Yeah, right.
I forgot the Awesome Powers one. That's right.
Yeah, we may throw it out on the Instagram here one of these days. Just cut it up on there for them. But yeah, give them a little preview. Yeah, but man, so outside of that, we wanted to talk a little bit about drop structure too. I know we had mentioned last week there wasn't too much really on the calendar that we were looking forward to, except for the Lunar and Spacebudz combo on Friday last week. And hey guys, I was ready. I was jumped on, home from work, ready to go. That buy button was ready. My data list was loaded up. I was going to get there and beat everybody, and then and it's gone.
Bro, I did my homework on that. I wrote the chat. I was like, is it going to automatically refresh or do we have to manually refresh? And they both wrote me back, manual refresh. Cool. Got it. I'm there. Ready to do it. I even did it right at 0 manual refresh. I went to click buy, sold out. What the? Clicking my mouse. What's going on here? Why is this not working?
You actually saw it say buy though.
At first, like if you hover over it, it'll say buy now and go sold out.
It was like
Instantly.
I literally every single person I think we talked to that was all trying to do the thing. I thought for sure it was one of those buy now, and it was going to take you to a website, and you're going to have to click the address and then send like data list. I was like, I got this 250.
Yes,
At least I got a chance.
I loaded my data list up.
We were ready. Oh, you actually let it load this time?
I did. I was ready to go. That's why I was more pissed.
And dude, it literally was just like 3, 2, and it's gone. Buy now, sold out, like instantly. Like, and everybody on Discord, like it was just like instant, like, dude, just bought it, done. And everybody hate. And they were just like, guys, this is for charity. Like there was 250 of it, and we had, I don't know, 17,000 requests come in. Like, what did you expect was going to happen? Like, I was like, man, I just need like a 5 record or something like that, because I was just not in the running even close on that one.
See, I was just watching from like, watching from the stands because I was away. So I was on my phone. I was like, there's no way I'm going to get this with your Roy. I just knew what time it was at, and you guys were texting. So I was just kind of watching like on their thing. And I think I was the first one to text too, because you guys were still so flustered dealing with it. Yeah. But I saw it go sold out and just texted like, that was fast. And you guys were still like a minute later, just like, this is bullshit. This is nonsense.
I sent you the gift from Big Daddy where he screams horse shit, because that's how I felt. I was so mad.
Horse shit.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Somebody give me a fucking Happy Meal. Like,
yeah.
Dude, it was I don't know, man. They do need to find a structure. Maybe I don't know what's the best method, right? I actually was reading yesterday for Ecomi NFT, like people were asking like, yeah, so what's your guys' drop structure going to be? And they're looking into something that is like fair, where people can reserve it. They're not having to be there at a certain time exactly. They're playing around with the stealth drop. They're kind of like not too sure yet. They're trying to figure out the best method for everybody that's not going to piss everybody off, but at the same time it's going to make it fair for you to get. Because right now, as stale exposed, I think on a Yummy thing is just, if you have your own node right now, you're able to have an advantage over the rest of the community. And we're not there yet. Hydra is not here yet. So we are not able to scale properly on the blockchain. So you're going to have a lot of frustrated people.
But not only that though, too, like, especially, I'm not dogging you, Roy, because I am grateful that they're the only one that has a mobile app, but it's just frustrating to see, like, I was there, some of these drops, like right at the time. And even the transaction kind of went through in a sense, or that's the kind of the screen it showed up for me as. But then all of a sudden, it doesn't
message, right?
Yeah,
you get the message that says confirmation sent, but then you go to and it takes you to your transaction page,
and it's like 25 minutes later. I'm like, no, I did it right at the time. You're a liar.
Even longer sometimes. It's just like you're sitting there, and it's like the first. I mean, and I think everyone that because we've all started on your Roy somehow, and everyone that we brought in has done the same thing the first drop, where they get that, and then they're like, we're all doing our things, we're now expecting it, we forget to kind of mention this, and they go, what happened? Like, it said transaction sent, and it took me to the page, but I don't see anything. Did it take my money? I don't get it. Like, my money stayed the same. And then you just sit there for like 45 minutes until it's like, oh, confirmation. Oh, all right, it's like an hour later. Awesome.
Cool.
Sick, cool. Like, I remember I will double back, and I think a couple of people that watched our podcast like appreciated some of the feedback, but I definitely think that the amount of NFTs in your wallet plays a big piece into how quick your transactions do push out sometimes. Because I will tell you, my NAMI wallet at home, full of all my NFTs right now. I used to be able to mint real quick. Data list that has nothing in it right now, it's like an instant send right now. Even my Yoroi, I emptied that out right now. It sends like a lot quicker. So if you're looking to mint these, especially being on, I believe it's called NAMI. I think I've been calling it NAMI for so long, but I did hear somebody call, I think it is actually pronounced NAMI wallet. I'm going to start calling it NAMI wallet, just like aeoniumsky is now aeoniumsky to me. But I think you really gotta knock down your NFTs, or have like an actual wallet meant specifically for like fast mints, because otherwise you're not going to get them right now on these competitive drops.
Now, Tommy, let's go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, where are you holding them though? Like, you know, you took them out of your wallet. Where are you holding them? Which wallet are you having
Secret.
as like a
Secret account, can't tell anybody right now. No, they're in my my Nami wallet right now.
Well, did you open like another? Did you make another Nami wallet for it, or did you?
Yeah, so I got a Nami wallet that's just on my regular at home for me.
That makes sense. Okay.
That just sits on my where I'm at right now, and then I also have one Chrome extensions over at work. I'll, you know, if there's something going on throughout the day where I just, because I don't have like a laptop or anything where I can do it, so Chrome extension real quick, and hey, something's going on real quick, let me take a minute or two out of my day, quick type the thing in, boom, and then just pray it comes through. You know, in the middle of a work day, 'cause it's tough, man. It sucks. Like, you know, you see some of these drops and it's like, man, I got a real job. Like, I got stuff going on. It's hard to get like a mint going
I
off.
got shit to do today.
Shit to do today. Yeah.
Well,
for
Tommy,
sure.
you were saying, so for drop structure, I'm trying to see if you'll help me out, because I know one of the projects we're talking about doing it this week, or they did, where they made like a queue for buying then.
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw that. And it seemed like definitely an improvement. TJ, I don't know if you saw that either, where it was a way that they had like either on their website or Discord, and you clicked it must have been their website, and you clicked a reserve button and it put you in a queue, almost like that
$8.
collab you did, or I guess a couple of them had done it. Remember the collab you did, or you gave to Chris, TJ?
Yeah, so I
That's
did. I like
$8.
that though.
Yeah,
I like
$8.
that
Or
one.
$8. I'm sorry, you're right. It was the $8. So it put you in a queue, and then and you could only buy, I think it was more than one, but it was still limited to like 3.
Mhm.
And then if you wanted to come back in and buy more than 3, you had to go way back in the end of the queue and then sit back all the way through to you could buy again. So then everyone, you know, after you would get their turn to buy first,
Right.
and everyone actually got their shot. And then they said it also it sped things along, because it kept everyone in the queue until like they would do them in chunks, so the space was there on the blockchain. So everyone would send through in chunks, and there was no congestion, and all those
Right.
would go through, and then like the next people in the queue would come up, and all those would go through. And that just sounded
Yeah.
like a really good solution, at least for where things are at now, without, you know, all the smart contracts and stuff.
I like that
Great.
one too, just because what you're saying. Yeah. So I was in a queue, and then not only that I was in a queue, but you're on the website beforehand, it automatically refreshed for you. So
Didn't
they even-
crash.
Yeah, they
too,
even
like the
said
website didn't go
don't hit
down.
the refresh button, because you will go down, or higher up, I should say, in the queue, and you're going to be farther back in line to the chance to
Dude.
get it. There was another drop we did too, though. I don't remember who it was for. It was one of my first drops I did. I had a 15-minute window to get that mint. I don't remember what it was, but I liked that style too.
Dummy,
That-
maybe the first
that-
dummy you got.
Dummy did that. It's the Buffy bot, right? The Buffy bot. A lot of people are starting to utilize that. I know even Clays do stuff like that, but that's how I got my sweater, right? The hoodie sweater for Clays.
Yeah.
Once you get the reserve link, you have 15 minutes to do that,
Yes, that's
and
what it
actually
was.
send it. Yeah, so you get the reservation on there. Buffy bot's pretty good about that.
I like that one.
But speaking of, I just wanted to read it. I think I had told it in the last story about the $8 where I had like 4 tabs open at once. And I went to click reload and I got in the line. And then because it took like the last tab that I had open and auto loaded all
Every
into that
single one. Yeah,
So I
kicked
was
them
like
all
two-
back.
I was like 200 in the queue,
Yeah,
and then it put
Rex.
me back to like 700. And I was like, come on, TJ, who was like literally in about the same place as me, he ended up getting one. I was like, fuck, dude, you can't cheat the tips. I'm like,
you can't
fuck, dude.
Beetlejuice the queue, dude. You gotta just wait like everybody else. You know?
Dude, I got the small head, dude. I was done, dude. Fucking shit.
Yeah. What's going on?
Doesn't he just rip it out of his hand, Beetlejuice? He literally just
He
goes
does.
like, "Hey, what's that over there?" Grab.
Hey,
it,
there goes
sort of
Elvis.
take it
He takes
out,
it out of his hand.
and then just
And
drops
just
the
looks
long
at me
one
like-
like on him. Like doesn't even like yeah.
I guess I'm next. He looks
Yeah.
around.
That's pretty good, dude. Dude, yeah. So I think the drop structures, I don't know. I guess what do you take from that? You get the how OpenSea does it, where you're just fuck, dude. That's why I think OpenSea kind of it's hard over there, because you can pay for faster gas fees to push your transaction through.
Oh wow.
Like faster over there. Like you can tier like medium and like fast over there, like pay a little bit more money to push it through to like cut the line, like literally on Ethereum. And I don't think that's a good solution in the short term, because people just get more frustrated. I think, especially if you are paying that gas fee and then somebody jumps you because they've had a little bit more money than you, and then they mint it, you don't, and then you get hit with that gas fee, and it's like, bro, what the fuck?
It just gives
I know.
advantage to the whales that already have
Exactly.
more. they have
Yeah.
now more of a chance to get repeats. And like you said, they don't get affected as much by the gas fees anyway. So now like it's like, again, that's why I like Cardano. It's so accessible. Like to get into new on that and like, okay, I pretty much have enough for like this drop. Like the one, like Angel Baby Hit Squad is going to be one.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to be putting in pretty much just enough for that. Like not exploring anything else.
No.
To just get blasted on it like that and then have nothing after, you know, or get hit that hard from the gas fees and be like, all right, I'm gonna like,
I'm looking
walk
at the
away with
couch
my-
for quarters and shit.
yeah,
so it's like
tail between my legs now. I'm just gonna retreat back to Cardano. Like this didn't work at all.
Like you little guy, just stay down
Yeah.
here, you know your place.
Yeah.
No, I mean that
I didn't know that about the boost, the Disney Fast Pass I got on it.
bro. They get the fast pass, the express pass, all that shit, man. Yeah, I didn't know that. I found that out the hard way when I first started messing around with MetaMask. I was over there and I was trying to push transactions through. I think it was on like Ramp the token over there where you could do like I don't know if it was staking it or whatever it was, where I was earning APY for like my wrapped tokens that were wrapped in like ETH and some other random or BNB and one of these other things. And I'm over there trying to speed my transaction through, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what's going on right now? It's like, oh, do you want to upgrade for a faster one? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to upgrade for a faster one. Now I paid like an extra like $10 for it. And then like an hour later, I'm like, nothing happened over here. What happened? And I look back and I have $10 less in my account and no thing. And I'm just like, what just happened?
I've been
right now?
robbed.
And I just literally bailed. I was like, all right, well, guess that's not working anymore. I just forgot about it. I have my $36 sitting in my MetaMask right now. And I'm just like, all right, I guess see you guys later.
Who would steal 30 bags of lunches, you know?
Right. So yeah, dude, I don't know. I think the day that ETH when it does eventually swap to 2.0 and they do their proof of stake, taking a little page off Cardano. Everybody likes to hate on Cardano, as like the little bastard meme coin like crypto. It's just Solana is getting all the love right now too. And obviously Ethereum's been made so much money on that side. They kind of just like, nose turned up sometimes. It's some of the consensus that people feel from them. But on Cardano side, it's like, look, we have like a nice, easy way to do this. If we just had a nice smart contract way to connect our stuff and there's no marketplace that people could cancel on each other, I feel like we'd be in a lot different conversation right now over here.
Marketplace especially. And then some sort of queue system or something, just I don't know, you don't want it to be necessarily regulated or anything, but just a fair way for everyone. So again, it's accessible. So it's actually enjoyable, because it's so disappointing. And then people just don't want to be a part of a community that just goes, ha, sucks to suck, get into the next one when they're just like, I mean, now I don't really feel like it. That kind of was a terrible process. And I don't feel like there's a chance to get on the next one either. So why would I waste my time doing this? So just having some sort of fair process is, just going to skyrocket it, I think.
100%. Something I wanted to talk about too is that since it has been a little quieter, I feel like, at least on my side, like I haven't really minted too much recently in the past couple of weeks. It's just kind of been like refreshing. I know we've been dedicating a lot of time now to the podcast itself, like putting in multiple nights throughout the week, but I'm not checking when CNFT as much as I used to. And I'm kind of now letting all of the projects that I've been invested in kind of sit back, and or trying to make a little bit of flips on some things to stack up ADA to look for the next opportunity. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention in the past few weeks. I wanted to go ahead and share a screen. One project that got not past my radar that I did really like actually was, have you guys heard of Old Money?
A little bit, not too much though. I mean, you were talking about it a little bit the other day, but I didn't know too much about it.
I just saw that it was being, retweeted a bunch on some really cool ones that I missed. That was it.
Well, I think they're sitting around like 128 a floor right now. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen for everybody who's not on there. But it's basically like they're $2 bills. And you know how, like, obviously back in the day with real money, people like to doodle, artists like to mess around and draw stuff on the actual dollar bills themselves. Well, I think they took that concept a little bit and just ran with it and had some crazy different combinations. And dude, they sold out. I missed out on the first drop, but you look at some of the artwork on here, it's pretty sick. And they're actually doing a drop tomorrow, which it'll be a day before this, on Thursday the 11th at 12 p.m. Eastern. They're doing another one for 50 ADA, and I'm gonna definitely try to get in on this one this time, because I missed out on this one, and I actually enjoy it. The guys on Twitter, they're cool looking, right?
It's like a Mickey Mouse or like a dinosaur head or something.
Yeah.
What is that?
Or
is just like a crazy Mickey? That's cool.
He's got like a little thumb pin and spear through his head. Who knows, man? It does look sick, but these guys are funny too. It's by this guy RTrixson. They go and they call everybody MFers, like MFer Rixson, like hang on to your stuff, MFer. Like I don't know, they're funny. So him and another
Mother
guy,
fathers.
Mother fathers, dude.
Mother fathers.
Yeah, they're doing the inflation times tomorrow. I don't know why I hashtag tits on there, but we'll let it ride.
No, I did see that tweet, the chart there.
Yeah, so something
I didn't
else,
realize that was on the 11th. All right, I'm going to get in on this. I am
Yeah.
excited about one now. I've been it's been so busy with everything. I was away for a little bit, and then with talking to Jason, so I'm excited to get back into it now, catching back up.
Yeah, I'd love to get in. So I know tomorrow maybe we'll take a look at this and give you guys an update next week on how we do. But I'm going to try it on that. But another thing that kind of skipped out on me, which I actually did try to mint, is have you guys been seeing the Cardano rocks, the Cardano cheeses, and then even recently the ADA eggs? Have you seen that? These guys posted a hilarious meme to me right now, which I just saw or when I was scrolling their page, and it's just like everybody picking up the rocks, the cheese, the eggs, the ADA spaceships. And
Wait,
then,
I have no idea which
and
one
then
this was. I missed this.
So the cheese, the rocks, and the eggs, like they just the Cardano rocks, they were selling for like 3,300, 5,000 ADA, like expensive. The cheese was selling for like 2,000 ADA. And
How
then
many
even
were there?
Not many. There was like a low
Okay.
mint count of like 100 on there. I don't know if I can pull you up on there, but it's just funny,
That's
right?
all right.
And everybody's scooping some stuff up, and I don't know why it was like a little run for these things. I tried to grab the ADA eggs. The ADA eggs remind me of the Twitter profile pics, right?
Oh, they do. Just
Like when you're like the default ones, and people are buying these things. They were 8 ADA, and people were selling them for like 100 plus ADA. I think the floor has gone down a lot more since then. But they minted 500 of these things, and people were eating them up. The Cardano rocks, people were spending stupid amounts of money, and then the cheese came out of nowhere too. There's only 100 of the rocks, but they were selling for like thousands upon thousands of ADA. Which is crazy to me. So
I just spent $6,000 on a NFT rock. Yeah, that's good.
It's cool, right? Yeah, no worries at all. But so I don't know if you guys saw any of that. I don't know where. Maybe everybody's getting bored over here. Maybe some of the people who have been making money are like, fuck it, man. Like now I'm buying rocks, eggs, cheese. Maybe
I
just
got rocks. I got cheese. I got what you want? I got it all.
What I got.
I don't get that one. That's wild.
All right. And can you imagine, like after talking to Jason too, now I look at some of this stuff and I'm like, dude, like what is this stuff? Like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, especially after that, like seeing what he seeing some of his stuff, and then the egg profile picture Facebook like ring. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a different mindset these days. But I don't know why.
It's interesting. It's fun.
You can make some money, man. That's for sure. Another one that I do want to kind of transition into some stuff that we were looking forward to a little bit. Next week, our favorite entity, aeoniumsky.
I want to get one of those.
They're releasing the car collection, the 007 car collection, right, Tom? We get a little confusion on that today.
So the first time I read this, I'm reading it, and I'm just like he's doing 007 cars, like awesome. We're gonna see like Aston Martins, or we're gonna see like the ones from our generation, like the BMWs and stuff like that, where it like turns invisible. Like, what are we gonna get here? And then you guys like, no, it's like block 007. Like, all of his, or how all of them are so far.
You're like, no, dude, it's 007.
I was like 007, like James Bond, new movie just came out.
I was like, what?
It's probably sponsored by a new movie, of course.
But no, so I thought that was actually really funny. I didn't even think about that. I'm just so used to looking at the block, 007.
It makes
block
sense
7.
now, 100%, because they all are like that. But just the first time I read it with the cars, I was just also it messed me up because Rocket League just had its 007 car promo. So I was thinking of that too. You get all the 007 cars in Rocket League, so that kind of had me. It was in the back of my mind also.
Oh, the other cool thing, which I know we didn't talk about, is the music for this stuff. I don't know if you can hear it on here. Can you hear that? Yeah. So like the dance music, it's done by a guy, Jamison D Music, who we jumped in his Discord right now. He just started some stuff up. He's got his own. He's doing all the music for aeoniumsky on that, and he's actually
invaded it, right? And just
we just F-35 like spammed the hell out of him, right?
Well, someone posted it or shared it, and I was like, "Did you guys see this?" And you're like, "I think one of our buddies sent it," and I was like, "Well, they're doing it for aeoniumsky," and then all of us were like, "Oh, really?" And all jumped in right at once.
And then we just started talking
too.
Yeah, he has a drop on Saturday, right? Too.
He does have a drop on Saturday at over here on our side. I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern. but yeah, man, he's got his own little album. He's doing like dance music is what I kind of think how he had mentioned he wanted to go about doing it, but he's working also with aeoniumsky and he's dropping his first thing. So shout out to him, man. If you haven't checked him out yet, obviously if you're working with aeonium, like you know, you got to be doing something right to be in that caliber of quality. So I'm excited to kind of see that. I'll be down south right now at a concert. So it's gonna be tough for me to go ahead and try to mint at that time on Saturday. Maybe your
You
Roy.
just use your Roy. Just use it. Yeah, you got it.
Oh yeah, man. Hey,
No
I'll
problem.
catch. I'll see you guys. I'll get the NFT on Monday. It'll be cool, dude. Like, you know.
I'll get to say, yeah, my day list went off right away. And Tommy's like, oh, it hasn't gone through yet.
I know it's gonna be tough, but so yeah, his album's dropping this weekend. And it's an NFT. That's cool. It's also like I think Beyond Rockets was the other one I have is Coffee Perks album, which is on Spotify too, and I listen to that all the time at work when I'm just like, you know, need some background stuff and just chill and then getting some stuff done. So it's cool to see music making its way into the NFT world right now over on Cardano. Outside of him, are there any other things that you guys have been looking at? I know I know we got some things that are supposed to be coming towards. I know there briefly we saw today. I think was it Nerds and Virgin was supposed to be minting, which was supposed to be a big drop, and they got delayed. So outside of that, I don't know what everybody else is really looking at right now.
I've been following along with that one just because, you know, it's been talked about so much on both sides. Just kind of want to see how it went. You know, hopefully it works itself out. I want to see because we know a couple people now that have eggs and dirt birds.
Oh yeah,
and I'm excited to see what goes on. TJ, did you get a dirt bird or did
No,
you?
I didn't
I didn't either.
I missed. No, changing my gingerbread for one. I missed that.
Oh, you have a gingerbread too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was only like for at first it was like we'll take all of them, and then it was like they only got like 200 out, and then gingerbread kind of came back, and then
I messaged him, please, sir, can I trade you my gingerbread for a dirt bird? Anyway.
But because you got that coming up soon, Tommy. I mean, it's been kind of just because this is the first thing I've seen on an NFT that has this kind of much investment and time and like working. It's not just waiting for airdrops. Not just like I'm going to hold this now and forget about it, and 3 months later, you know, get an airdrop or whatever when I'm waiting for it on the time. You know, the actual schedule. This has been something that's been you've talked about for a few weeks.
Well, I think Dirt Birds. I think they're delayed. They're having a little issue with. I was supposed to get it Thursday this week, the 11th, and they're having a little issues. They didn't want. It's not that they didn't. The quality of what was going to happen with it. They said they weren't comfortable enough yet with it, and they wanted it to be a good streamlined experience for everybody. So I think they pushed it back to Tuesday of next week, which I believe is the 16th. So we're waiting to see, and not all. I think there's 7,500 eggs that need to hatch. So I think there's like a little over 5,000 right now eggs out there in the wild. So everybody who has one, it's not going to affect them, and they're going to be able to jump out there. So I'm excited to mint my dirt bird. I think he's
Derpling, right? Your Derpling.
Yeah, and they also roll with different traits based on the father. So they had a cool little announcement. So everybody right now, because it seems like we're in like a down point in the actual CNFT market itself. Like everything is really taking a dip. A lot of the floors and most of the projects right now, if you're looking. And a lot of people have their dirt birds now that they've incubated the egg. They have them listed onto the open secondary market. And if they hatch a Derpling without the father in the wallet, they have a fatherless trait on there. But the people who have who kept it, the dad in the actual thing will get a guaranteed trait from that dad will get integrated into the baby if they have it.
They're gonna mark all those poor babies as bastards. There's a bunch of Jon Snow birds out there.
Jon Snow's part of the Night's Watch.
Dude, wow. Yeah, he's gonna go 10 to the wall. Yeah. So
wait,
yeah,
all of them. I mean, everyone's gonna hatch on the same day. I thought everyone had different dates.
They do have different dates, but most of the majority probably did it on the actual. They would have been this Thursday that things would have gone off. So even so, there's only 5,500 or something like that eggs that are so far that have been incubated. So when Tuesday drops, everybody who wants to do and hatch one right now can do that. But you need to make sure you're having the father in there, because it's gonna then take whatever. So if you had like a really epic one and decided you want him to do that, he's not gonna get any traits of that epic guy if you're having him on the secondary. He's not in that wallet.
Even so, that not only tells him there's a bastard there,
It's not his fault.
Also, you lose the
Well, you get like the X
You lose all
chromosome,
the-
like you
okay.
get part of the father. Maybe I'm misquoting now a little bit, but I get you still will retain some of the stuff on there. There's just like another part in the metadata of like a fatherless, like
I
Derpling.
like that. Like, hey, hold on to it. It gives you a reason
Yeah.
to it. Yours
And-
is an epic, so that means also that the epics and the whatever the one above that I think you said was
There's like
they're
legendary.
one and
mythic.
done though. They only get one baby. That's it.
Yeah, you can only incubate them one time, and the only ones that you can incubate multiple times are the common and uncommons. Everything, and they are only a 7-day incubation period versus the 14 days for anything scarce and above. So I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, what the market's going to look like for Derplings, but I mean they're doing some cool stuff, and I don't know if you guys. I've been following them a little bit more as I've gotten into them. Is they're releasing this like thing like the Pred takeover is what they're calling it. It was like these like the enemy of the Derplings. They did like a video for that where that's where they're doing all the different collabs with like Spacebudz and Cypher Kicks and a few other big projects where the Derplings can get the traits from some of that stuff, like attributes that have some of those collab items on them. So they're doing a whole other like darker like adversary to the Derplings called Pred, which we're going to learn more about their second drop out there. So they got some cool stuff.
I'm gonna have to snag one of these now too. So I can still get a virgin Derper though that hasn't had
correct
his baby and get my
you can
Derpling.
check, you can get your version Derpling up there, and you can check it. You have to have the Nami wallet to do that, and there's a way to look up to see if he is a virgin. Like you can call him out right on the spot.
I'll get you one, TJ, but you have to give me 30% ownership of your clay.
That's fine.
Oh, 30% ownership of that clay. Ooh, a steep
Start
price to
doing
pay
percentage
right there.
deals here.
The good
Right.
Charlotte one, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, no
Hey.
Heyo.
Got him.
Actually, yeah, no, that one's dope. But I would take that one just as much.
I know. I like them both.
Probably,
The
it's still
floor is
way
just
more
lower.
too than a Derpbird. Way more. Yeah, but still,
Oh.
it's got a good floor compared to Derpbird.
I just like how they're keeping the
relative.
community engaged, and even in this downtime, they're still like finding a way to get everybody involved. So I'm cool with the Derpling. They have a dope community, and definitely going to be pushing forward with future drops from them.
They kind of have that goofy art. It's
Yeah.
definitely the profile picture. Then it's kind of has that like stick figure, but like more like grungy, kind of like raw, dirty, like kind of thing. And I saw so much about the community, and there was one just like, are they just really loud? But then it just stayed though, like the longevity, it continued to see it until even like, months FOMO'd in eventually. It was just like, these guys I think he just went in the Discord. It was like, these guys are awesome. I just bought a Derpbird, and then he got a rare too.
Really?
He jumped right on board. He like did all the research. At first he was like, he almost bought a virgin one or one that already had its egg. So then that's when he learned about the epics and stuff. He bought the one right below epic.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's all on board though. So I'm sure he's ready for his Derpling as well. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that in the next week, I guess.
Yeah, we'll keep you an update. I think when we record next week, we should have an update on the Derplings, as long as there's no delay on that stuff. I wanted to transition to, because this is CardanoTrees. I think that was one of the big things that got me going in CNFTs, especially on my wallet side. I ended up minting a super rare on mint day for the Trees, and sold it, for a decent amount of ADA, first like 4-figure sale in ADA for me. And that got me into a lot of different projects. But Eltano, we've talked about him a bunch on this thing. He's, a community member. He's hilarious. He throws crowns everywhere. And there was always that meme that we talked about in our actual clip for him back in the day of that rant he had in the Discord that went viral inside the CNFT community about, when's the 10X, when am I going to be able to race these trees? Well, guys, I think if you've been following Twitter and in the spirit of the CardanoTrees themselves, I think we finally have the answer to our question, guys. Have you guys seen this?
I didn't. They did a really good job on it, honestly.
We have our
That's
Nokia
amazing.
3310 and our Alpha trees sitting on the side. And look at that. We're over here actually physically racing the trees.
All right. Did you guys have one of these games where it was like a wheel, and then you had the little car on it was like a physical car, and then like the screen moved, and you like moved the car back and forth to dodge the thing?
Yes, dude, 100%. I was like, this reminds me of like a little bit of Cruising USA too, like back in the day.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cruising USA was great.
Yeah. So I mean,
The
literally,
hills, especially with the hills.
oh yeah, this is hilarious to me though that they made this. Like,
Is there
Eltano.
utility with this game, or?
guys, I'm pretty sure there's some sort of utility to this. But on top of that, do you guys know CardanoTrees is pushing the, like, they're a fully like green like product. Their mission is to go ahead and plant trees throughout the world and make a world a greener place. That's their overall mission for the actual trees themselves. But they're doing something revolutionary inside the actual CNFT world too, is actually doing add-ons to your existing NFTs. So as we know, Cardano lives on pool. They're fully on chain. When you open up your pool PM, it's like a stock image when you first see them. And then when you click into the pool.pm, you can actually see the trees move, this, night, day cycles, snow, rain, all those different things. Well, they're adding these add-ons now that you're going to be able to buy an add-on and combine it with your NFT to make a combined NFT. And one of the first ones that I wanted to show you on there, which again, going back to Eltano, is this actual NFT of, there's going to be a phone and it just says, "Good morning, my tree mugging." What does this
I didn't
say?
see this.
Did you not? It's hard to see it. It says, "Good morning, my tree hugging kings and or queens. How's it swaying?" So they literally have Eltano as an add-on for the Nokia. Like, this was born out of the community, right? Like, the fact that they've like got it to this point is awesome, and it just shows how cool this community is and it's evolving. But this is one of the add-ons you're going to be able to add to the tree itself. And then another one, which is more popular, it makes more sense, is like the fireworks. So you're going to be able to put this as like a background. They also have a sun and moon that rises and sets too.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you're going to have this stuff all inside of your trees. I can imagine they're probably going to do some Christmas ornaments maybe. But they're building this into your tree and you're going to be able to add this in. Like, I think the Cardano trees are so slept on right now, man. I love Cardano trees. They're such a cool community too. The tree cord itself, you'll find Eltano himself in that thing, just writing good morning to his kings. If you say anything in there, you will get a crown as a reaction. Like, he's all about that. And today I was inside the tree cord and somehow people were tweeting at Drake. It was like a white Cardano tree. And they were like, "Yo, it's a Canadian one. Why don't we tweet it at Drake to get to buy, because why not?" They went after Snoop, right? Or going after Drake for his Canada tree. So they were like, "Everybody go ahead and let's organize a community effort to get Drake aware." So I was like, I'm going to do my part. I went ahead and requoted his tweet over here. And I just took the famous Drake, if you're reading this, it's too late. Well, I just, Drake, if you're reading this, it's not too late to get a Cardano trees. And then I was sitting there and I made him a little gift too. And I was just like, Drake, when he reads it, he goes, "What's happening?" Like, when he starts reading what the hell's going on, it's like, to tell me what's really going on. Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? Yeah. Of course, Eltano down here just hit me with the crown. But
as expected, for sure.
Yeah,
every
time, man. But Cardano trees, they're a fun community, and obviously you can see that they're leading up to next year. I think they're doing they're releasing a set of bonsai trees, and that's going to be exclusive sale for Cardano trees holders. Like, you have to own at least one Cardano tree in order to get into that sale, and I think it is actually 1-to-1 on the sale itself, kind of like how clays were. So if you guys are still sleeping on the trees, man,
yeah, that makes me sad, Panda. Missing out.
Jump into the tree. So
I need to be able to sell some gems. I need to be able to flip some gems for some OMI.
Yeah, right.
And then I can get some trees.
Maybe COD points.
Yeah, exactly. My Rocket League points. My Schrute bucks.
Your Schrute bucks.
My Stanley nickels.
Dude, so anybody who wasn't listening to last week's podcast, we became some Vevers. We were talking, TJ had thrown a video out to us. Some Vevers, dude. A Veve. I don't know what they are. But Veve, the app, the digital collectible app, and it is all licensed like products right now. And the big licensing it's all through Ecomi, is that I found out is the actual company that does the licensing for them. And it's run by this guy, Alfred Kahn, who did the licensing for Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Ninja Turtles, like we were talking about. And they have officially Disney on board. They have Marvel, but Disney was the huge thing. They're doing their golden moments right now, and they're doing it in honor of Disney Plus Day, which is on November 12th. So if you manage to land one of these things, you can generally get 3 months of Disney Plus, and it is like a different world over there. There's like 100,000 people going for like, I don't know, 16,000 NFTs, 17,000 NFTs on these drops right now for the golden moments. And we got to experience as a group with some of our friends the other day, the actual drop. I got myself a Pizza Planet truck for the first time, and then Tom, today you jumped in, right?
Yeah, I got the Avengers one. I got the Avengers simple.
The app's super clean too. I just like the way it
So
looks.
clean.
Even what you can do with the NFTs on the app. Well, not NFTs, but you know what I'm talking about. That's what
The vault.
the
Yeah,
vault.
you can,
Yeah.
yeah, you can store them in there, your collectibles, and walk
And the
around.
little 3D view that you can do with your camera. It's
Right, in
kinda
your-
cool.
in your
Like, being able
room.
to see
It's
it
like
a
Pokemon
physical
Go.
representation. Exactly. Yeah, something like that. I
Yeah.
know the Google Pixel does a lot of that. They have like
It's
that 3D augmented
it's
stuff.
augmented reality is what they call
Mhm.
it, AR. Yeah, so you can like view your collectibles, but the marketplace is like super like that's smart contracts, right? So I did a second one today, and we used to have a good old thing back in the day called Justice League. It was our fun little group when we were in high school, and we all named ourselves off the Justice League, and I just happened to be Iron Man. That was like our moniker on that. Today,
Well, Iron Man is not in the Justice League, but you know, we'll let it slide.
dude, when he started growing, I don't know. Anyway, it was some part he joined up with that, dude.
No, I got the
It's so
gist. Yeah,
effective.
no, you just take superhero names, so I got you. I'm with you. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So anyway, and Iron Man was dropping with the Avengers logo today, and I managed just out of luck.
Which
I got
don't get
Iron
because
Man.
the Avengers logo was the more rare one of the two, and I would have. I mean, for what I was gonna get that one for,
Yeah.
that's one I'm just there for the flip because the hype and the FOMO that people buy into. But overall, I'd much rather have the Iron Man one all day.
100%.
But then the event than the Iron Man was actually cool.
Well,
Did you end up flipping, Tom, for the Schrute bucks or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Right away.
You got some
400.
Schrute bucks there, dude. If you bought it for what, 60?
Yeah, I ended up after the fees, I had like 400. It was 400.
Yeah, they
after
take
all the fees.
8.5% on
Yeah.
everything. I'm like, Disney just still give me my money, you know.
But
But
then you're not
they're
able to use this money. Like eventually, I feel like that. You know, I'm just
or to get rug pulled by Disney.
I don't think it would be a rug pull, but you know, I just have the fears that they'll come out and say like these were only collectibles. Like this was never meant to be a secondary market for you to take gems out of. Gems are just to buy more collectibles. Like, yeah, you can resell ones you don't want, and then you can buy more. Like that's, I just don't, you know what I mean? That's my fear. I don't think that'll be the case. There has to be some sort of like refund, give me my money back kind of like option, but
Well, there's giving you that transfer option, right?
it
Like
makes me sweat. It makes me
I
sweat.
had no idea what we were getting into when TJ had sent that video, but the gems, you can buy them. I was buying them with Apple Pay and they're 1-to-1 to the dollar.
It's
So
too
one
easy.
gem equals $1. So I'm just like, yeah, load up $60 today. No problem. Boom. Got it. And I was like, got the job. Yes, sick. All right. Now what? Like, it's like I flipped it. I got some money. I sold it. I have a lot more money than I started with. What do I do with it? And then I asked Tom or TJ, one of you guys, I was like, so how do I get this out of here? He was like, well, you can't get it out yet. They're working on that. It's like,
They're
what?
working on incorporating the Omni token. Yeah, and then they transfer out to that.
Convert it back to Apple Pay money so you can buy the new U2 album.
Well,
on
what
iTunes.
they're doing, immutable X is like that. I forget what blockchain they're actually on. So Ecomi is like the licensing company. So they have Omni as their token, which is like 0.007 cents or something like this as of this recording. So I guess what they're doing with immutable X is going to layer it to the Ethereum blockchain. So you're going to be able to get, you know, that Omni token to swap it to Ethereum to be able to eventually pull it out to an exchange like through MetaMask, through Coinbase, through crypto.com or something with your Ethereum. You can convert it.
Well, I think the gas fees too for that is going to be whatever, how many gems you have, that's how much the gas fees are. So you basically are just losing money.
Yeah, unless you're flipping to
Just
make
kidding.
money. These Disney, dude, I don't know. It's the NFT like just world in general. I don't know if it's just because we're early but I mean, dude, those Disney ones that we bought today, $60 and people were flipping them for 450, 500 right literally, and people sold them like it was nothing.
No,
I just want to know if people want them. Is it because like people on the other end are actually like, I'm just that much into Disney, which some people are. They have to have everything Disney. They've heard about this and buy it. Or is everyone in there us that is just like, yeah, I want to sell this for 500 right now. So are they just buying it for 500 because they see like in 2 months it'll be 1,000? Is that what they're expecting?
Or they're like, I
curious what
really
community
want this is like, I'm going to use this in the metaverse. I can see Disney of all people, if they're backing this and they have the money to do it, I'm making like a full on Disney metaverse. And eventually like everybody's just walking around their the castle, like Disney World in general. And eventually they're all NFTs, everything.
Well,
You're repaying for it all.
I was talking to another friend of mine. We were talking, he was saying, you know, there's no real whales yet because you can't withdraw your money. So yeah,
True.
people might have a lot of gems because of flipping. But the reason why people are flipping or able to buy more is because what you did, Tom, you spent 60 and you flipped it for 400. Now you have 400 gems to get in more projects. So you're just going to keep flipping that way and getting gems. that aspect, but you can't pull it out yet. So it's not like no real whales are there yet.
And the thing is like what they don't tell you is if you buy in, right? Like if I spent $60 and bought 60 gems, I'm locked in now. Like I'm whether I want to get that 60, if I missed out on a drop, I'm like, I just want my $60 back. No, like, sorry.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, that's mine. It's gone. You know, and
there's no other marketplace either for gems. It's not like they have like, oh, you can take it to Disney.com and buy something or something like that.
Use it in the store.
There's no Veve merch store or anything like that. It's like just wait another week for the next drop.
Dude, that's so what I mean, what the future of that could do, and just any of these blockchains, right, is you get a big licensing company like that has those big sought after products. All it takes is like an OpenSea or something. Like you get into a market like that, or even say Coinbase NFT, right? If that's an option. So you merge the two of them with like an app as clean and as easy to use as Veve. Dude, you see that there's 100,000 people going for a drop right now. Can you imagine 100,000 people right now going for an ADA drop? I'd just be like,
even how easy it is to get the money, like, because that even is a step for some, you know, going like, hey, how do you get money onto this, especially for some of the altcoins and stuff. Where it's, well, first you have to go on this website, you have to sign up, you have to connect your bank account, and then you have to buy something. And then, you know, some people do it through Binance, which we know people that did that, and then you're waiting 10 business days for them to unlock anything.
Oh my gosh, I did that once.
Yeah, and then you got to transfer out to a separate wallet. Why am I separate? Like, why is there a separate wallet? It's like a whole thing for it to all be contained in one app, in one marketplace. Like if they had that on your phone, like even with, like you said, like when they get Coinbase, like if Coinbase just has that where your NFTs are on there, all your different currencies are on there, so you can switch them back and forth how you need them. It's not like now where I need to trade back to Coinbase and trade to another crypto, then trade back to the wallet I'm now going to use, like what I'm going to do for Ethereum here, and then buy. Like everything contained will be so nice. Oh man, we're so early. I say it every week. We're so early.
Yeah, we're all going to make it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Right. But if we sell it, I think we all think short term, right? Like obviously you need to have some sort of a flipper mentality in this so that we're not all made of money. So we're going to take the projects and kind of flip around, make some more, to increase the bag, to get into new stuff that eventually we believe in, that's going to take off down the line. But you know, just in general, general public has no idea what the hell any of this stuff is, and they're starting to see it though. Like, I don't know, you guys saw, TJ, we were talking about Spacebudz. They pulled together a few of the community members to put into Times Square the actual the ad on inside of like the NASDAQ for Spacebudz, right? Which was really dope. I don't know if I can pull that up while we're sitting here talking about it, but like, dude, that's huge. Like the fact that you're able to see those kind of things, like it's getting exposure, and eventually we're going to get to that point. I mean, see, I got it up right here. I'm going to share the screen just for anybody who is watching over here. Yeah, dude, look at this. Literally in Times Square, on top in front of the NASDAQ right here. It's just Spacebudz. Like the actual Cardano NFT is just sitting right there.
I mean, that's huge for even the Cardano too. Like with Snoop Dogg this week, and then them being on Times Square, that's big for the community. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. So I mean, that kind of stuff is fun, and we're gonna make it. We're in a good time frame. It's just how strong are those diamond hand of yours?
When make it? When make it?
Yo, we're not gonna make it. No, we're gonna make it. It's just
even people got a little panicky. You know, every time you see a project dip, especially people that just hated if they're on something else or missed out. You know, so we saw Cardano dip below $2 again for a little bit, and everyone's just like, this is it. This is the crash. You're seeing all the whales are selling already. It's happening. So you better get out now if you're smart, because all the whales already got out and you guys are about to lose all your money. And then, you know what, it jumped, right back up, and, hopefully following the chart, that should keep pushing it forward.
Yeah. Well, wrapping towards the back end of this right now, for us going into next week, I know we have a lot on our plate right now. We have some exciting things to go ahead and announce. I think we'll do it right going into the end of the week. One of the drops that we would probably want to talk about, which we will talk about here, is one of the ones I know I'm looking at too, is Corn Gang from Corn and Friends from next week. They're dropping next Wednesday, the 17th at 1 o'clock Eastern.
We'll get on that one too.
Yeah, so just keep an eye out on the channel for something. We may have some more to talk about on that. And the UTC thing, I don't know, we didn't mention that when it came to daylight savings time over here in the United States. Man, shit, I was just getting used to UTC 4-hour difference over here on Eastern. Well, now apparently we're some of the only people in the world that do this time change. So now I gotta adjust my mindset. I'm over here 5 hours now. It's throwing me, it's throwing me off. I'm just getting comfortable with this shit, man.
I use the
Daylight
trusty
saving
old
time.
Google.
Yep. No, and that's all one. I mean, I'm a big fan of the fall. I've said it for the Halloween episode. I said I love Halloween, and then you have November and the fall and the cooling down here in Florida with Thanksgiving and Christmas. But that's one thing that's been a bummer. I got to get used to that now too, because just getting used to looking at it and just being able to automatically like see what time we were at, especially because kind of some projects have the same drop time too. So you're getting used to seeing the same numbers and just connecting it. Now I'm a whole hour off.
Dude, that shit, it throws me off now, man. I'm sitting here like doing the math. I'm like, military time. I'm like, all right, that's not too bad. I'm doing the math, and boom, 5 hours.
I just usually ask Google or ask Tommy. One of them know that.
Guys, when's the drop time? I know we gotta get updated on our actual Discord itself. We have a little Freedom 35ers private server just that got started before we ever did this. Speaking of something like that too, for as far as engaging with the community as we continue to grow and start to get a larger audience, if we get some feedback from you guys, we'd love to start hearing some things. If you guys are looking for a Discord, I mean, that's something we could definitely get in the works for you guys. It's just, we're getting to a point now where we're starting to be able to interact a little bit with the community. We're starting to talk some artists and starting to grow. So, we're definitely going to start to look to feedback, I think, from viewers. I would love to do something like that. So I don't know if I have the time also to go ahead and mod one of those things, because it can get a little crazy in those Discords, right?
Exactly, that too. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how many people get in there. That'd be fun though. Definitely.
We need a police hopper like Eltano.
There we go. Exactly. Yeah, dude.
Sign fucking Eltano up right now, man.
Yeah,
he can be our F-35, our policeman, our guard, or bodyguard, whatever he needs to be, man. Just as long as we can raise some trees, I'm cool with him, man. All right, so to wrap kind of things up for us, I think we're gonna go. We got some announcements that we're gonna go ahead and let you guys know about here soon. You get probably by the time this video airs or this podcast airs on Friday, you will have the video and sit down out with Jason Matias. Shout out to him for talking with us. It's a very informative video, and I think it'll change your perspective a little bit too on how you look at NFTs and just the profile pics in general. I think art, you'll gain a little bit of an appreciation, just learning a little bit about the insight from him. So make sure to check that out. That'll be on all of our socials. Instagram, that is up and running. If you want the behind the scenes look at some of the dumb stuff that we do and just some of the edits, it's a good place to check us out. And love to hear some questions and some things from you guys. So if you guys have anything for us, make sure you reach out. We'd love to talk to you guys. Outside of that, guys, we got some fun stuff, man. I'm excited for the future out here. We got some cool things we got in the works right now.
Got some drops this week, and till the next one.
Till the next one, boys.